What a do, what a don't, what a where, what a don't you know? It's low energy video. Morning, everyone. Morning.
Morning, everyone.
It
Morning.
works. Finally. Oh, Jesus Christ. It has been a bitch to get the audio going until I realized why I bought this in the first place. The mic on this is fucked. So I'm going to go now and quickly share all this. Well, share it as best I can. It'll take about 50 hours just to share it on Facebook. 50 hours might be a little bit of hyperbole, but at the same time, fuck you. It's my birthday tomorrow. I'm allowed to be a little bit crazy. Especially with all this other crap that's about to hit me. And mightily the crap will hit me indeed. Okay, well, we got it posted up on one of my things. Yay! So yeah, I'm just gonna go and share this, and then I'm gonna go outside with you guys, and we can watch the sun come up together. And if anyone pops in the chat, they can pop in the chat. Claire came here last night. She's asleep in the spare room. Today, Caroline's gonna pop over. Doesn't look like there's a party going on, but instead there's just gonna be people popping around, which is cool. That works too. That works too. So I suppose what I should do now is share it on Discord. I know somebody went and bloody started streaming the exact same time I did. Can I not just have a moment of my own time? Moment of my own reality? No? Well, fuck you then. I've got a plan for a video today that's going to be pretty good. Well, I'm saying it's pretty good. It's a callback to my most popular video I've ever done, not counting the Weavster stuff. And the only reason that became popular was because everyone was talking about that poor kid. But yeah, where is it? Pasta. Yeah, so I'm going to be today not doing much, except what the hell am I talking about? I'm doing so much today. Absolutely mental the amount of stuff I'm going to end up be doing. God, this camera sucks. Update. It looks like Krendar won't be able to make it up in Toronto, which sucks. Actually, just talking to him right now. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, I shared it about as well as I want to share it. Anyone who wants to share this can. This is basically what it's going to be. This is what it's going to be, absolutely. On the plus side, I've got alcohol. Excelsior. Claire got me some wine for Christmas, birthday. So that's in there. I've also got a bottle of vodka and 4 cans of Zelwicki. So I'm going to be happy enough, alcohol-wise. I've also today got to go in and say goodbye to everyone. That's all the pubs I drink in on a normal basis. So that's going to be, well, it's going to be fun, but it's also going to be sad. It's weird. Out of all the people I've been hanging out with in this village, the people up at the pub, as in the people who work in the pub, probably they're my most sislaks. Won't go out quite yet. I'll leave it until I notice some mild change in the weather. So while I'm waiting, I'll also charge this. So today I'm going to be doing that. Tomorrow we're going to have a little bit of a travel video in Dublin. So that'll be fun. There we go. Oh, there's still so much mess to clean up today. Or at least move it out of the way. Doesn't help that whenever Claire shows up, own little universe of stuff. I also need a shave today, so I'm going to go up to the barber. Probably do that around about noonish, 1 o'clock. I don't know when Caroline's coming over. It can't be a late night tonight because of the trip out to Dublin. So probably midnight, I'll call it. I double checked my ESTA. Everything's good to go. My hotels are all good to go. I've decided to skip past Cleveland. So if you, on the off chance, were thinking I'd show you Cleveland, I don't think that's going to happen. And the reason why is that I'm not seeing anything that would justify the cost for the limited time I'm there when I get free accommodation in the place next to it. So there's that. Also, if I go to, not Cleveland, Columbus. So if I go to Cleveland, I'd have probably gone to Columbus as well. Which is weird though, I'm still stopping over in Columbus. So I'll quickly do a shot of maybe around Columbus, Ohio. I landed in Columbus years and years and years ago. The only time I've ever been to Ohio was when I was in early 20s. Oh, different time, different beard, different hair. I'll look less shit once I get a shave. I'm not popping up as much into live streams as I was because I'm actually saving them. For the flight and the airport and all that. I'll try to stream around the airport, but I don't know how well that's going to do. I'd like to think that there would be some sort of place I can find to hook up the laptop, either in Dublin or in Portugal. And I realized going to Portugal is the last time I'm going to be warm, probably until I hit the West. It's going to be everything from mildly chilly to fucking freezing. Like, I've seen pictures of Reno and they've got frost everywhere. Anyway, I'm going to be, like I said, I'll be popping outside there to show you off the sun the second the night sky starts to die off. Because over here, once it starts to die off, it's really fast between the first signs of light and then boom, sunrise. And in the meantime, I'm just using an excuse to keep my feet warm have a beer at 7 in the morning, because that's the sort of person I am. As if you didn't already guess. And also stream. Keep my laptop charged. So today I will be streaming. Oh, the party! I'll be streaming later on today when Caroline gets here. Maybe with someone, I don't know. Doesn't look likely. That's the honest truth of it. But I just realized I'm growing a powerful egghead beard right now. Big fluffy coconut. Can't wait for this to be gone. Anyway, I'll hook the laptop up there in the corner and you guys can just watch us talk. It'll be marvelous. Marvelous, yes. Hey, Boom Bros. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. My sleep's been all over the place. But good to see you. Hope you had a good Christmas, good New Year. I'm just going to kill some time before the sun comes up. Today's the day I put away my computer. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I've heard of the Razer Viper. I'm gonna open up a new tab and see if it's the one I'm thinking of. I've got Razer. I've had Razer stuff. Mouse. Razer Viper mouse. Yeah, I've seen this one before. It's cool looking. How's that working out for you? Well, I'm moving. Have you not been keeping up? Gaming's done on this channel. I'm going to be going across America for 3 months. And, yeah. So it's going to be live streams, travel videos. So I thought I might as well start it off. My birthday's tomorrow, and I'm going to be moving out the same day. So the party's today. But that's what all that Swan Song gaming playlists were all about. One last time of playing. I'll play games in the future. It's just, at least I hope so. It's just right now. It ain't much to. There's no point me having promising gaming stuff when this laptop, look at it. Look at the webcam that's attached to it. This is the best quality it can give. The mic's already broken. All right, Boom Bros, you take care. You taking down care. Thanks for popping in. Let's see. I'm guessing within 15 to half an hour, I'll be noticing some change in the night sky. I mean, you guys probably can't see it from here, but this is going to be what my streaming is from here on out, by the way. Travel videos, tasting videos, reviews. I'm definitely down to do some reviews. I saw 1917. I'll tell you that right now. That's a very good film. Highly recommend it. Absolutely highly recommend 1917. Yeah, this is what the site's gonna be now. The channel's gonna be me talking into a camera and occasionally traveling while talking into a camera. I'm gonna get Streamlabs for my phone, not this phone, but the other phone that I'm gonna get in the States. Crappy little Swift phone, and from there we're gonna go and make ourselves a little bit famous. A little bit famous, we will. By famous, I mean IRL streams with an IRL boy. Ooh, ooh, that could work. Take that, Billy Dine Fridge. You might be a sweet boy, but you're not an IRL boy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, IRL is Ireland. I will be heading to, well, out and about. I'll be walking soon enough, like in a few hours. We plan to go everywhere in the village, not just to the pubs, but everywhere. So I'm going to film the whole thing. Might bring the laptop and we might do a live stream somewhere, but I don't think there's a need to today, because today we're going to be doing the live stream later on this evening. And we're also going to be doing the stream. I'm going to be making the video up. And we're also going to be doing the stream tomorrow. I'll give you one stream and a few tasting videos as well. Kind of like the Subway one. Claire has it in her head to do a vegan tasting in KFC and Burger King. She wants me to taste and compare the meats. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Also, I'm going to take you guys to Stephen's Green. I've been threatening that for a while, but I haven't done it yet. Well, now's the bloody time. Now's the time it is. Honestly, I want to emphasize that just because I'm not gaming anymore, the channel, if anything, is going to be more busy. I'll give you videos, I'll give you other videos, I'll give you other videos of videos, and of course I'll give you live streams, because they don't require any editing. I just need stable Wi-Fi, which is not as easy as you think. Oh, and the right to actually stream. I don't know how well I could stream in Dublin Airport. I've streamed in Dublin Airport before, but we'll see, won't we? We shall see. I didn't even get to sell all my DVDs, and there's too many of them to actually bring with me. So I guess I'm going to go and just leave them here. Still a few of them left. It's pretty fun. Some really weird choices. I'm seeing Kill Bill, Beowulf, The Bourne Identity, Postman. There's more over there. There's a few over here. It's way too many for me to bring with me. And the thing is, if I brought one box or one bag, that would only be like a tenner at the most. Like if I were to get all these, I'd get maybe 30 quid. Which is a shame, but hey, that's the way it's going. I didn't even get to sell my consoles. Well, I got to sell my proper consoles, but my shitty consoles in the corner there. I think I'm going to give Claire the Game Boy. She doesn't care about Pokemon Red, but she does care about Tetris. Good old Tetris. Ooh. Looks promising. I think I can start seeing outlines of clouds and the like. Of course, it's absolutely freezing out there. Absolutely freezing. But what else is new? It's an hour until fully charged. We're not going to get that. Bird. I'll tell you, booking off all these trips, it almost makes me wonder why I didn't do this prior. I mean, I know why I didn't do this prior. This is financially gutting me. But it's also something I've wanted to do since I was a little boy, and I'm going to do it. And then we will get into more esoteric things like where the fuck am I going to live? I'm hoping one day low energy travel is replaced with low energy house hunting. Yay! There's already people starting to go to work now. So let's wait until, say, we get half an hour here, and then I'll go. I'll take us out there. This place is so cold. It's so wet, you see, because the rivers out there. The temperature just plummets. It's why the rats have been going into my room specifically. Chris's room is smaller. No, sorry, Chris's room isn't as warm as mine. Not sure why that is, but it means that there's no one else living in this building right now, except for us. So they're going to flock to the nearest heat source. Makes sense. Won't be my problem. Although I am going to America, so I expect to see cockroaches about this big. I've seen those that big in Spain. Ugh. Ugh. So, of course, I want to see that. When I go to New York to get the pizza, I hope, for the love of God, to see a cockroach behind the counter. It adds to the flavour. All the best restaurants got parasites. Normally it's our accountants. That's my wise guy New Yorker voice, by the way. What are we looking at now? Yep. So, in about 7 minutes, I'll take us out there. And I'll try to angle the camera just right so you guys can see yourself the early rise. Of course, the light that's right there is going to cause havoc. I tell you, it was nice when that light was actually broken because you could see all the horizon, everything. Oh yeah, it's starting to happen really fast now. So actually, I'll go in about 3 minutes. I'll go at half. I'll go at half, and then I'll get breakfast around about 9. I'm not all that hungry. Tons of chips yesterday. Probably have some today as well. It's easier than cooking. Got some rice, and that's it. Rice and bread. So I'll have toast for breakfast, and then I'll eat out. Nothing crazy. Actually, I've got an idea what to do for dinner tonight. That'll be cool. Uh, I am absolutely aware that this is it. I don't know how many people watching this have to move, and like the day before you have to move. there's this strange ambiance that you just kind of have to deal with. And this move, of course, is extra stressful because of the trip. Weird. Some weird plastic stuff on this chair. Okay, let's go into the balcony so. I had to stow my PC away. Yes, I did. Or will later. I want to play some as much Fallout New Vegas as possible. This thing can actually run New Vegas, not very well, but can run it well enough. But it doesn't have that and the memory needed for all the mods I have, so I'm spoiled. I'm just spoiled little shit. Can you not tell? La rubbish. Okay, let's go and take us outside. Let's go and take us outside so we may experience the wonder of the ball coming up over the horizon. The light ball. Light ball. Let us go. It's absolutely freezing out there, as you can imagine. I'm not sure what temperature it is, honestly. Look, you can already tell the blue in the air. Oh, yeah. Oh, everything is just coated in ice. Should have left my cans out here last night. Damn, they'd have been nice and cold. One thing that hasn't gone away, the spiders. They must be so acclimatized to this. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Today's going to be fun. It'll be fun, and I hope you guys get to see it too. It's been a long road. It's been months and months and months and months and months of me talking about this to the point where I can't remember what my original plan for 2020 was. I was going to get a cat. I remember that. I was going to get a cat. And that would have been an interesting journey in and of itself. Fucking love cats. Even just going up into the shelter would have been tricky. I don't have a car. But that's all behind me now. What's left is just a straggly 32, 31, 32. Yeah. 32. I've been alive for 11,339 days. That's how long I've been alive for. Jesus Christ. There's a scary thought. Nearly 12,000 days. Before I hit 40, I'll be alive for 12,000 days. I already start seeing your corona start to form up. And I'm not talking about the zesty drink either. You know, there'll be times on this trip where I'm going to look back over everything and think of all the money I wasted, all the time I wasted, the other things I could have done. But quite honestly, at this point, there's nothing left. There's nothing left to do but go for it. It's so scary, but it's happening. I don't have a choice in the matter. It's happening. So you got to psych yourself up. And everyone's like, "Oh, it's going to be so fun." Absolutely, it's going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun meeting people, new and old. It's going to be so fun seeing things I've always wanted to see, eating things I've always wanted to eat, drinking things I always wanted to drink. It'll be fun. I have a little plan for when I get down to the Hudson River and when I get to the West Coast. I'm going to get a little plastic bottle and fill it up with the water from the Hudson. And when I get all the way to LA, I'm going to get the water from the Pacific and just combine the two, shake it up. And if someone donates 100, I'll take a swig. I'm sure that's very clean water, let me tell you. I'm looking forward to doing this. Even if it doesn't end up the way I want it to, I'm still looking forward to it. Even if I only get as far as, I don't know, Chicago, then I have to turn back. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. I'm looking forward for you guys to be here as well. Oh, it's Karpaki, not Sirwiki. I forgot it tasted like ass. It's far worse. Actually, gotta put the heating on. Not for now, but when I get back in, I'll probably need it. I am, after all, fighting cold with a alcoholic beverage, which, if you don't know, is actually one of the worst things you can do. It makes you care less about the cold, but it actually constricts the blood vessels in your body, making it more likely you're going to succumb to cold. Don't get me wrong. I'm planning to be walking everywhere with a hip flask on me. You know, I'm messy, but I don't leave half-eaten food just lying around. Claire does that. She picks up bread and vegetables and fruit and just kind of leaves it there. I think she was inspired by all the rabbits that she lived with. If you don't know, Claire had massive amounts of rabbits. I liked some of them, hated others. I had to look after them a lot. But I didn't have to. She asked, and I said, of course. Ah! Is that a fly? I think there's a fly on top of my fucking on top of my laptop. Where's the wasp? It should be way too cold for this shit. Way too cold. That didn't work. Hey, off. Go. Mmm. Mmm. Actually, it is freezing to death. Cool. Yes, that's right. I think that it's cool. It's a fly. Fuck it. Or it's trying to hibernate. Not on my watch. Okay, maybe on my watch. I'll deal with that then afterwards. You can always tell when a fly's not well when it's next to you and it goes brrr into the disgusting things. Take them over mosquitoes, which Ireland does have in little quantities. Thank you very much, Malahide. They were infused with these trees that were planted from like Southeast Asia. Survived the journey, came out, and well, they're not an epidemic, but they're enough to cause you some scratching. And I'm actually happy how here this whole time I never once got a tick. I was told the day I arrived here, oh, you're going to get covered in ticks. Well, no, haven't. I've gotten mosquito bites. I've gotten moji bites. I've gotten horsefly bites. I've gotten wasp stings and bee stings, and I don't know. This place is full of creepies and indeed crawlies. Hey, the fly's gone. I think it did die. Yay! Press F for fly. That actually works. Well, sir. Glad to see I'm not the only one who knows how to get up on time. Hope you had a good night's sleep. I have had a, yeah, it was all right. Today's the big day, or rather tomorrow's the big day. Today's the big party day. So I'm starting early. Also, while I was here, I thought I'd show them all the sunrise. Of course, the camera's a piece of shit, but they're getting the gist of it, the general gist of it. Oh. That light in the middle there is causing a lot of distraction. Right behind it is Shemore. It'll become more apparent in a few minutes. Oof. So yeah, I'm going to be off to I'll be off to Dublin tomorrow around about noon, 1 o'clock. And the flight's then on the 20th, about 11. I should get into JFK about 8 o'clock in the evening. And I should get to my accommodation around 45 minutes later, give or take. Of course, anything can go wrong and probably will go wrong because that's the joy of flying. Well, I'll have the camera here. Whenever I can, I'm going to be a naughty boy. Yeah, I'm going to be very, very interested to see how this works out. The whole, like, constantly live streaming. I've got a video planned for later, and I'm going to be live streaming when Caroline shows up. And when Claire gets off her arse, we'll broadcast. Of course, man. That's gonna be most of my trip. It's gonna be me broadcasting. I'll be live streaming from buses that have Wi-Fi, my rooms, friends or otherwise. I'll be if I can't live stream, I'm gonna make videos, and I'm gonna be getting a phone over there, a little Swift phone for about $50. So that's just gonna have Streamlabs on it. So yeah, you guys gonna see it. Expect to see a skeleton dance. Look, the thing about the skeleton dance is that years of rampant alcoholism and pointless facts about fantasy universes have kind of made my skeleton dance knowledge be pushed into the background, into an obscure reference. In fact, I now just think of the safety dance. Thing is, though, I don't think you remember the skeleton dance either, for that matter, do you? Mine is gone too. Yeah, we know it existed. It's lost to the mists of time. I mean, I can do the safety dance. You can dance. Everyone look at your pants. But oh. But no, perhaps we'll create a new dance, the low energy dance, which might look very similar to how most white people dance. Although you get me drunk enough and in a good enough mood in a club, I will cut the proverbial rug. I will look like a white guy dancing, but I will look like a white guy dancing that's enjoying himself. And that's a big difference. Of course, then I also probably have to do a little Irish jig at some point. You have to increase the accent 10% or more, and then suddenly everyone's just buying you drinks. This is great. Oh, you'll probably see that on the live stream too. I'll be just talking to you lads, and suddenly one of someone's like, "Hey man, you from Ireland?" I am. Hey, how you doing? It's the most fake ass accent in the fucking world, and they were like, "Whoa, man, I want to buy you a drink. I want to drink with an Irish guy. Hey, everyone, he's Irish." There's my even sword, and that's actually coming from memory. So this shit does happen. Probably less so as I get further west. By the time I get to like Denver, I'd probably want to start learning a little bit of Spanish. Although even in Omaha, I get that a lot. And then of course you have to go to listen to their entire family stories. I'm 1/17th Irish. My cousin's dog, twice removed, was Irish. They're good eggs. They're good eggs. Except when they actually say they are Irish, and I'm like, "You're American." Yeah, but I'm Irish. Okay, when was the last time you lived in Ireland? Well, no one lives in Ireland. They all left with the potato famine. I've actually had to explain to people before, by the way, that Irish property isn't super cheap because the country's depopulated. They think what we just sat around with thumbs up our arses the second the famine happened. Oh man, land must be so cheap there. There's so few of you. Yeah, no. So I have to like take them onto Daft and show them, and the look on their faces. Oh, but that's so expensive. Yeah. It's almost as if we're on a tiny island where every scrap of land is valuable. Bless them, though. They're my favorite people on the planet because they're so fucking honest. Even when they lie to you, they'll do it in a more honest way. And that's saying something. I think I'm losing feeling in my toes. I should grab my shoes. I don't want to be getting on a plane with frostbite. Yeah. I returned proud with the scars of battle. By scars of battle, I mean I put on some crappy shoes that I'm not taking with me. They're so bad I'm going to be throwing them out. There is actually a clothes bank around the corner. I should do that at some point. If not, I'll just, there's like 20 black bags there. So, fuck it. It's not my responsibility after I leave. Are you not freezing there? I wouldn't say freezing, but there's a strong nip in the air, but I put on some decent shoes. I'm actually kind of trying to acclimatize myself. This is the shit I'm going to have to deal with wandering around the US. I'll put on gloves, I'll have my coat on, and I'm going to be in constant state of inebriation and momentum. But at the exact same time, I'll have to be sure. I've got a very nice pair of snow boots. Very happy with them. I got them solely for this trip. I'm not wearing them now, but I'll be wearing them when we're heading out later. But it's not so bad. Don't get me wrong, I kind of wish it was more warm, but fuck it. I promised everyone the sunrise, and we're going to wait until the sun makes its lazy ass aware of itself. Typical. Next stop after JFK. All right, I'll be in New York for 4 days. Then I'm off to Buffalo. I'm meeting someone up there in Buffalo. I'll be there for 3 days. Then Toronto for 3 days. I was meant to be meeting someone up there, but he cancelled earlier tonight. His work couldn't get him away. That's a shame, but you can't be too fixed on these things. You have to kind of be fluid. So I'll be up in Toronto. Then I'm gonna head down to Cleveland. I'll be there, I think, again for 3 days, and then I'm gonna avoid Columbus and go all the way to Indianapolis. Columbus, there's no reason for me to go to Columbus. I've got a friend there who's going to put me up for, again, 3 days, or maybe 4. Chicago, 3 to 4 days. Des Moines, a day, because there's nothing in Des Moines. I've been there before. There's Zombie Burger. I'm going to get my hotel next to Zombie Burger. That's a very nice place. It's a very cool place. Then Omaha for a week. And I'll make my plans there as I'm heading out west. You reference old Simpsons episode when New York in the old episode with the World Trade Center. Crab juice. Oh, fuck yeah. Something tells me if I went to the Freedom Plaza and started quoting references to the World Trade Center, I'm going to get some stares. But at the exact same time, hell yeah. Also, I'll be able to expand it out further. I'll be able to do the whole when they went to see a Broadway play, the Betty Ford Clinic. I'm checking in. He's checking in. What was it? No more bugs beneath your skin. Hey, that's just my aspirin. We should put you away where you can't hurt and maim us, but this is LA and you're rich and famous. I actually did try to look into getting some off-Broadway plays, even off-Broadway play, like really experimental stuff, like the shit from Sex and the City where he's just standing naked on stage for 40 minutes. The harvest is due. I'd be there like, yes, powerful stuff. Are you high? Yes. Would you like some? That's why it's powerful. But I probably I couldn't get any major tickets. Beetlejuice was playing, Lion King was playing, Wicked was still running, Cats was running, but so instead I'm going to be heading. I still will check though. I still will check if I find some sort of college dropouts. Jersey Boys. I've heard good things about Jersey Boys. I wouldn't say no to seeing it. The only problem is just the price. I'd have also liked to see the Book of Mormon. I had a chance to see that in London. Didn't take it. But that wasn't so bad though, because that same day I got to meet Ron Howard. That was pretty cool. He's so tiny. Yeah, so I would love to. I wanted to go see the Apollo Theater. I wanted to go and see some stand up there. I'm still going to go to the Apollo Theater and ask just what shows are running or why I'm here and how much are the tickets. The thing is, though, if the tickets are too much, then I'm not going to. But too much could be something like 60. And if it's someone I want to see, maybe. Be a great event. It wouldn't just be me going and get myself shit-faced and talking to random strangers or wandering around Central Park looking for someone to mug me with a syringe, talking about how the CIA controls their mind. New York stuff. But I'm also not stupid enough to think that I need to go and spend that sort of money. Rom-com against the Brits. Malcolm Collins the musical. What was it? I always wanted to see. I did actually see the last time I went to a play. Claire, who's asleep there in the spare room right now, she took me to see a friend of hers, a stage performance called Click, about these two Tala lads who went fishing in Serbia on this budget holiday, and they happened to wander into a landmine, like a minefield, and they just set on a minefield, and they're just terrified, and they end up both. They both just have to admit certain shit to each other over their lives, but it's very. It was very funny. It was like it wasn't a musical, but it was still some great stuff. If you ever see Click, if you ever want to go and see some Irish comedic performances, Click. So find someone who plays that. Solid shit. Tala's burning. What else is new? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've gotten a lot of good advice from places, from people who live in New York related to food. I wasn't on a podcast, I was in the chat, and I asked one of the guests on the podcast, he's from New York, where is the best place to have a pizza? And he went, well, everywhere is great, but what you should be asking is, and this is very true, where is the place you want to avoid? And he suggested, don't go to Patsy's chain of pizzas. Everyone always suggests Patsy's. Don't go to Patsy's. Apparently, it's more grease than man. So that is actually a very good question. That's, I think, the superior question. Where should I, not where is good, but where should I avoid? If I have a chance, I'm also going to ask him about bagels. I made a whole video of like a list of places I want to go and see and do. Place I want to do is separate. There's a sex museum in New York. I have to go and check that shit out. I mean, I don't know if I could actually stream that, but maybe I could take some pictures and put some colorful imagery on it. Turn it into a little collage video. In-N-Out Burger is... Oh, really? Well, I've heard good things about In-N-Out Burger. Olive Garden, I've been to Olive Garden. Not all that great. Kind of reminds me of that. There was a restaurant in Dublin I used to go to that I'd get like Italian food, and it was just nothing but grease. And don't get me wrong, I love myself some olive oil. A lot of recipes require a decent amount of olive oil, but I always found Olive Garden just unloaded so much of it. And unlimited breadsticks, be damned. You get one basket, and then only certain specials allow you to go unlimited more breadsticks. I like let's see. I like TGIs. I know Dublin has them, but I like the American ones because no one really goes to TGIs anymore. So it's you get more interesting people to talk to. I also like Applebee's because that's where the deadbeat divorced dad. That's where Milhouse's dad goes to drink. So you ever want to talk to someone about some obscure right-wing politics or how the country's being ruined by the blacks, then you go to Applebee's. And then watch as two random groups of people start having a fight that was instigated in 1994 or some shit like that, and they've been holding grudges ever since. It's a family establishment, generations of disappointment. Breadsticks are amazing. They are. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be in Brooklyn. I'm actually going to be staying in the local NYC, which inspired me to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I really like that shit. I'm not gonna. It's very fire and forget TV, but it's fun fire and forget TV. And look how quickly Mr. Sun decided to make his appearance. He's still not quite there yet, but there's a little known place called maybe McDonald's sounds like a Scottish name. I'm going to America. Okay, now we need American food, like Captain America. Captain America's restaurant must have chains all over. As a kid, I generally thought that was what America was like. Captain America's and Eddie later on in life, Eddie Rockets. Which, don't get me wrong, kind of was to a degree. Don't be lagging. Don't be lag. Don't lag. We're almost there. It's probably adjusting to the new light. Your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try to connect you. Yeah, I'm getting some internet lag, but it's also not terrible. I know how to make it a little better. But yeah, I actually want to check out not just McDonald's, but like Popeye's Chicken and Whataburger is another one. Never been to White Castle. I've been to Taco Bell. I've been to Redbox. I've been to a few places, actually, now thinking of it. But there's still so many others I'd love to check out. Also, I want to do a comparison. I want to hold a large soda in America next to a large soda in Dublin and compare the two sizes. Like, I want a big gulp. I want to be in a car with someone. They're going to pull into a drive-through and I'll be like, well, what's the largest they have? Oh, they have the massive one. It's kind of surreal seeing the sunrise when it's pitch black where I am. A few minutes ago, man, this was pitch black. If you go back 20 or 30... Hiya, by the way, Chaos. If you go back 20 or 30 minutes, this was darkness. And the sun's about to make his illustrious appearance. Took you long enough. You're not going to even do a good job of the heating, are you? Typical. But that's right. I was literally shouting at the sun for being not sun enough. I'm getting old. I'm allowed to go crazy. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying out all manner of crazy ass foods. And as I get further and further west or further and further south, I want to see more and more shit. Wave your fist harder, boy! Old man shouts at cloud. That becomes. I know someone. He has a podcast, and he's known for not liking anything past like 1992. And he tries to play it off by using that quote, like, "Am I just an old man shaking his fist at a cloud?" The answer is yes, you are. Stop being a dick about it. Don't yell at the sun. Praise the sun. They mean praise the TJ. I believe that's the correct phrase. I'm the only one who still remembers that meme. It is. It's going to be surreal, by the way, also, because I'm going to be on you when I hit the States in a few days, like 2-3 days now. Jesus. Let's have another drink. That's not ominous at all. But I'll be going on American time, which means someone pops in from Ireland and it's going to be like 7 or 8 in the morning where I am. And it's going to be absolutely like it's going to be absolutely crazy. Well, Chaos, unless you're living in New York, I don't see that happening. If you are living in New York, what the fuck? And I know where you live, so now if you can make a massive trip on your own to get down to where would the nearest place? I suppose Indianapolis or Chicago would be probably your nearest where I'm going to be. Which is a shame. Krendar, I'm heading to New York right now. I didn't actually expect you to do that. Trust me, it would be absolutely amazing for you guys, for someone to be like pull a fast one and I land, and I'm just like 13 hours flying, and I'm just there like, I come out and suddenly he's like, woo, hello energy, how you doing? I'll be like, what the fuck? Thanks everyone, but I still want to go home and change. I smell like all manner of feet. And not the fun feet either. Bad feet. Very bad feet. Not happy feet. Sad feet. There's a knockoff that never saw the light of day. Sad feet. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out into getting this done. Above all else, I just want it done. I want this finished. I've been talking about it for months and months and months and months and months. Now that it's finally here, I'm just ready for it, baby. Oh hell yeah! I'll hold up a sign. I've had that. Not LEV, but I have had my name hung up. That's a cool moment. Okay, my laptop's battery is dying. I'm going to take his back inside for a few minutes until the sun finally makes her or his or its illustrious appearance. This, of course, is the first of 3 things I have planned for today. Later on today, I will go and stream a party, and of course, I'm also doing the one last trip around Leitrim Village, which won't be a stream, but it'll be a travel video, much like my famous travel video that got me all that attention in the first place. And yes, it is famous. Shut up. Aha. Yes. There we go. There. That's not so bad. I'll turn off the light. There's no point. But Jesus. Yeah, I'll put the laptop over there by the table, and make that shit happen. There you go. Turn off the light real quick. Get my beloved alcohol. Because who heard of a sober Irishman by noon? Lies and slander. We need a spring in our step. We're not very springy people by nature. Close the door, you're letting all the heat out. A caller at this hour? I'm going to dial 9-1, and when I say it's time, I'll dial 1 again. Thanks for that there, Mark. I have to now think of nothing else but old Simpsons references. I haven't watched a good episode of The Simpsons in a long while. I've got so many backlogs that I just haven't been able to. Man, you wish you had a balcony? I wish we had the weather to really justify a balcony. That's the honest truth of it. As you can see, it's all frozen, but most of the time it's too windy, too cold, or too wet. Now, once the summertime hits, this place becomes a humid bathhouse. And not the sort of Turkish bathhouses where young men get to experience each other's bodies for the first time and older men get to talk about politics. Or sometimes the roles are reversed. There we are. Yeah, the balcony here, one thing I like about it, it's designed that it almost never gets water coming in on it. So even when it's lashing rain, you can sit out on the balcony. It's very nice. Of course, tell that to all the locals who are constantly chipping up wood or using massive construction materials. Like this valley, it echoes like crazy. If a couple ever had a shag in those woods, we'd hear them from miles around. Join Irish Simpsons fan club on Facebook. Great old Simpsons memes. Nice. I should actually. Could have sworn I did. I'm not thinking of it. The 1 month that it's worn. Yeah, Wisconsin gets it hard, doesn't it? We have a few weeks here that's nice, a nice level of warmth and sunshine, but it's mostly just humid. And you can thank the river right out there for that, which is currently frozen solid. That's not even the Shannon. That's an estuary connected to the Shannon. You have to go up by Battlebridge to get up to the Shannon, or down to Carrick to get to a really wide part of the Shannon. I won't. I won't miss the isolation of this part of Ireland. It was too rural for my tastes, but I will miss. I will miss the prettiness, and I'll miss the friendliness of people. That's why I'll probably end up going back out to the country when I finally come back, as one has to at some point. Uh, right, bro, I'm off. Safe travels. Keep an eye on your progress. Don't be a stranger there, Mark. Um, I'll be streaming later on this evening, and I'll be probably streaming sometime in Dublin. I'll be uploading like crazy, video wise and others. But watch Low Energy America. That's going to be the stuff that you'll see. But yeah, it should be a good laugh. Large villages to small cities. Um, Up to small cities. I kind of like small cities. They have a nice blend of the two. But New York and London kind of spoiled it for me. Dublin was nice, but it's mostly housing estates with a little city in between, and most of that city's geared towards alcohol, which I love. But what I was really happy with meeting Claire for the first time was that she introduced me to all these galleries and um, festivals and shit like that. Really opened my eyes to what you can do, and then I had to leave, which fucking sucked. So I'd come out here and I tried for the first year to find equivalents, but all that sort of stuff attracts people in their 80s. No, no, no one my age would, or even younger, would be going there, and that kind of sucked because I had less in common with these people. Most of them were widows and people who were just retired. Nice, but I only had so much in common. When I say small city, by the way, I mean a max of 5,000 people. Well, that's not a city. That's still I see that as a town. I mean, Carrick's not a city; it's a big town. The thing about Carrick I didn't like was that everything was business because they have so many tourists. It's so many tourists going and back and forth, back and forth. You can never really get a rapport with people. I don't know what the actual definition are in village, towns, cities. I did. I used to have massive maps that would show like the UN's definition. Um, let's see, a small city in Ireland, and of course it changes up. Like a small city in America would be something like a Des Moines, maybe. I'd say Des Moines would count as a small city, but we don't have that many equivalents. So it does kind of like our idea of a small city would be Waterford. And if I'm right, Waterford has far smaller people, of fewer people than Des Moines does. Not only that, it's like what you have in the city itself. Like Waterford has museums, apartments, a few office blocks, had a factory, of course, the Waterford Crystal Factory, maybe some other things, but like an American city would have like dozens of those. Like Green Bay. Green Bay is a tiny place by American standards. But that has such a massive impact on the country. It's weird. Biggest supplier of toilet paper, I do believe, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ah, the fly, it's still alive. Fuck. Fuck. And I let it inside the apartment. Well, shit. Now I've got to get the fucking spray. It's a mild overcast today. Nothing crazy. Small city or borough, a city that functions type of so large city over 3,000, but less than a million. Ah. So what would a city larger than a large city be then? I'm guessing a metropolitan area or a massive city or a huge city. I'm getting very strong civilization vibes from this, by the way. Not even sure where he is. What I'm doing is infecting my apartment with lethal poisons. Good. If I can't live here, no one will live here. Large city, over 300,000, yeah. Like Ireland has two, to the outside world, Ireland has two large cities, Dublin and Belfast. But um, we would consider Cork to be a big city, Galway to be a big city, Waterford to be a big city, Limerick to be a big city, Sligo to be a big city. And I can tell you from personal experience, Sligo is not a big city at all. But, it's different standards. Sligo's a town, but you call it Sligo City, even though it's not a city. And then, of course, there's the medieval definition of a city as well. That made life more complicated. Metropolitan, a large city and a multiple city. Yeah, I imagine certain parts of the world. That's very sort of modern Western vibes, like the medieval city vibes would be very different. Like take Dublin for example. There's an area of Dublin called the Liberties, and the Liberties traditionally were the areas just outside of the city walls, so they wouldn't pay the tax in the same way. So and that's why we have a Lord Mayor and a mayor, and that's a very English thing as well. And the French do that too. The Germans do that as well. Hell, they've got Burgermeisters. Every time I hear, every time I hear that, I'm just thinking of some sort of burger reference. I'm the king of burgers. No, I'm the mayor of Burger Town. Mayor of Burger Town. So many cases of diabetes. I live in a town, apparently 1 to 10. I thought we had 1,000 people in Leitrim Village. It turns out we've got 647 as of 2017, I think. Soon to be 26. We're a very good location for people to stop off, but we're a very bad location to grow because you've got Leitrim, you got Carrick to the south of us, and you got Drumshambo, which is a much bigger town to the north of us. There's no real way to expand outwards. There's houses and there's hotels and there's a petrol station. That's where you get all your shopping. God, can't tell you the amount of time I've lived a week off petrol station food. Everything's overpriced and shit. Village over 150, less than 1,000. Um, yeah, and a hamlet was traditionally a place that didn't have its own chapel or church. Instead, it would seven of them would go to a single chapel. So a hamlet would have like maybe 40 people. I learned that in QI. I remember that. There's places in Spain and Italy where there are whole villages up for sale because there's so much massive depopulation of the rural areas. In the case of Italy, I don't blame them. That place is overpriced as fuck. I'd love to see it, but I've heard nothing but bad news when it comes down to like prices. Just to eat. Hamlet, less than 100. Yep. Of course, with a Hamlet, then people often say it as a sort of generic catch-all thing. If it looks like it's from medieval times, then it would be a Hamlet, even though no. The thing about Leitrim Village I find interesting, though, Leitrim Village is actually not named for the county. The county is named like Leitrim County. The county is actually named for the village. And up to when Carrick on Shannon was declared the center of it, this was considered the capital of the county. We're a very forgotten part of Ireland, this part of Ireland. I think a lot of people are happy with that, but it does play into it. Everyone's gone up to Carrick for their hens and stag nights. That's where the money is in this county. There's also a few castles that are very nice, and fishing is very popular. Beyond that, as you can see from all the farms that I've shown you over the years, farming is the main thing everyone does. One way or another, it relates to farming. Okay, what are we doing for in terms of power? Can I go back out? Give it another 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll take you back out for the last time, just to watch the sun finally show up. It would already be up, but it's not above the clouds. Yeah. So yeah, plan today is I'm gonna go out with the harness on with the GoPro and do a recap of Leitrim Village. Then when Caroline shows up, I'll put this laptop over there, far end of the room, and it'll just be playing, and we'll just be talking and doing our own shit. And you guys can chime in however you want, or not at all. I was hoping it would be increasingly more and more packed, but it looks like very few people are going to show up. And then tomorrow we are off, and I will be sure to give you guys some streams or some videos tomorrow. And of course, the day after is the day. So expect a live stream or footage or even a video clip of something going on. I'll do my best. I don't know how it'll pan out, but for example, on my flight, I can definitely go and edit up footage taken on the day. And the exact same to you too, Chaos. Dude, you do you. It's grand. Um, I'm gonna be as I've warned people before. The next few days, I'm going to be flooding the notifications with shit. So yeah, I expect to see a whole lot more of me. Have to make up for the lack of gaming somehow. Anyway, you go to bed. See you when I see you, man. Right. Actually, let's go and get this out onto the balcony one more time, and we can watch the sun finally show its ugly ass. And that's where I will leave you until this evening. I'll be busy, but you guys are just gonna have to endure without me. We'll see more of you. Thanks, man. Take care. There's Shemore. Another day for Shemore Hill. Some have argued that is a man-made hill, and there is ruins on top of it. But right now, it's got a Christian cross on top as a big fuck you to our pagan ancestors. That's the Catholic Church there for you. I can already hear the morning traffic. Everyone going to work. People turning on. There's a guy over there who has got his car turned on. The river, can you see it with this crappy camera? Don't think you can, but it is absolutely frozen. Scruff beard. I can't wait to get rid of that today. All right, I'll quickly pop you here. And then I'm going to go to the toilet real quick. I'm glad we got a bit of a crowd. We also got one or two ghosts going on. I'll stream for another 5 more minutes. Unless the sun looks like it's going to make a massive grand appearance. This is going to be the future of the channel. Obviously, I'll try to get it on Streamlabs. I can read the chat more easily. I can fuck around with notifications. And let's be honest, I've also got a stream goal that I'd like to reach at some point. Oh yeah, the new stream goal has been reset. I want to thank everyone so much for the donations over the past few months. I was shocked that I got any money. So the fact I got like 60 quid, fuck yeah. That 60 quid is going to get me a long way. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Toot, toot, sir. Toot, toot. Yeah, it's it looks like this is going to be the a system that works out well enough. But what I'm hoping for, best of all, is that you guys get the same sort of entertainment that I've been giving you over the gaming. I know you can barely see my face at this point. I might even take the webcam with me just to see if I can get a better quality webcam and a better quality mic. I've got a better quality mic. The webcam's a piece of shit. But if this is the best my laptop can do, then so be it. I've got my phone, and I've got my other phone, and I got my GoPro. I also plan to be on other people's streams at least once. I'm looking forward to that shit. Not a guarantee, but I'd love to see it at some point. Anyway, I've enjoyed this. I haven't done one of these in a while, a good few months now. And while I don't have an audience, and there's a good chance this is going to be going out to the ether, over the next few days, you guys might discover why I'm leaving in the first place. If that happens, then that's not a good thing. Because, well, it means my last chance of a last olive branch was snatched out of my hand and smashed to the ground. Which sucks. Which really sucks, but at the same time, just like freaking out over whether or not I'll get a connecting bus or whatever, doesn't matter. What does matter is that I can actually go and live my life. So, no point bitching. We've already had 2 changes to the plan, and I haven't even reached the States yet. We can get another one before the end of it. I guarantee you there'll be some change in some minute way. That doesn't matter. All you can do is just straighten yourself up, put on your best low energy smile, which you can't really see because of the light, fucking sun. And yeah, make the best of it. I'll give you content so long as I can give you content. And I'll live my life the best I can live, which is to say at my own terms. And I'm so happy for that fact. But enough gibber and indeed jabber. I want to thank everyone who popped in, ghost or otherwise, and I want to thank anyone who watches in the future. If you like the stream, do like, share, and subscribe. And also check out you're going to have to look at another video in the description. You will find the link to our Discord. So I recommend checking out the Discord, especially with the trip coming up really soon. Now, you will want to be kept informed of where I am, what I am doing, and all that other fun shazam. So with that said, I'm going to go inside and I'm going to play some Fallout New Vegas with as many mods as I can strap into the damn thing. So with that said, see you all again later this evening, I hope. Bye! And